Hi everybody, welcome back to another video. My name is Lori. I share a lot of videos over here about journaling, my passion for fountain pens, sometimes luxury handbags, planning, all that fun stuff. But I have done one video on my Dagne Dover backpack. It was in a different color and it was a different size. I recently picked up the medium size in the air mesh style, and it is deeply discounted right now on their website. It typically sells for $195. It's on sale now for $90. I also have a coupon that if you click the link in the description, I believe if you spend over $100, you'll get $20 off. And I think it applies to sales, don't quote me, but even without my $20 off, this is still over 50% off. So this is one of their best sellers, their Dakota backpack. I have the neoprene in a size large, and I believe the color is called Dune. My daughter took it with her when she went to Spain. She wanted like a lightweight backpack. And I wanted to try out one size down because with journaling supplies, when I travel, my bag can get really heavy. And I just wanted to make sure I had space to fit my 13 or 14 inch MacBook Pro. On the large, it is a separate zip in the back. It's a whole separate pocket. On the medium, I don't have it in here right now because I'm using it to prop up my phone right now. I'm in a hotel room in New York City. This is what I packed for the train. My husband and I drove to New Haven, Connecticut, and then it's a 2-hour train to get to Grand Central Station, and then we walked to this hotel. So as long as my computer fit in here, I was golden. When I travel, I try to keep things in like a carry-on size piece of luggage that pops up on wheels. And then this has the little thing in the back that slides right over my luggage, and it's so small and compact. It's like the perfect size for travel. I don't have anything on my shoulders. Typically, when I travel with my backpack, I put my wallet in here, and I will pack like a clutch or a small handbag in my luggage, so I'm not carrying a purse and a backpack. I put all my essentials in here. So let's get into the breakdown of this, and let me show you exactly what's in my Dakota medium size air mesh backpack in black. So I was really excited when I got the neoprene in the large size, and I have had that backpack. It will be 2 years, I believe, in November, because I remember I bought it when my dad got sick and I was going back and forth to Boston with my father for his treatment. That was in the fall of 2022. So now it's 2 years later, and I finally bought myself another bag. And my other bag is off in Madrid with my daughter. I hope she's enjoying it. That has held up great. I've always wished that I had a black bag just because I wear so much black and I toss them around. I'm not very gentle on my bags. And now that it's 60% off, it's like a no-brainer. As I mentioned earlier, the spot for the laptop in the larger bag is a totally separate zip here. In your medium size bag, it's gonna be in this pocket. It's got this large Velcro elastic stretch, and you put your laptop right in here. It fits in there nice and snug, and it kind of goes right up to the edges. Typically there's a little extra space in here, so even with my laptop, I usually slide in my Kindle as well. This is my husband's Kindle that he let me borrow because I left mine at home. I have the agave in the green, and I bought my husband the black with like the gray cover. But these Kindle Paperwhites are nice and lightweight, and they're great for travel. I usually don't bring my physical books with me when I'm traveling because the Kindle is just so easy. And I didn't bring my charger for the Kindle. The charge lasts on this for several days, so I usually just bring it all charged up and I slide it into the same pocket as my laptop. If we turn this way, and then I'm gonna show you like everything that's inside, but I'll show you what I have in the pockets first. On this side, they have 2 little mesh zippers, and this is where I will put my chargers. So on this side, I have just the cord for my phone. So this goes in that. I make sure I zip these in because my chargers are very important when I travel. Because I am a content creator and I film a lot on the go, I need to make sure that I can access my computer and phone. Here is my computer charger. It's bulky, but it fits right in here. So I typically put my chargers right in these pockets. Occasionally I will put my earbuds in here as well, but in this case, this week, I put my earbuds in the front pocket. So the air mesh is a mesh fabric, so you can kind of see through. This is the fabric that's on sale. The neoprene is not the 60% off. In the front pocket here, which is just easy for me to access, I have one of my fountain pens. I bring so many fountain pens with me, but this is just one that is quick and easy to access. This is a custom 823 by Pilot. This was a last minute entry, and then I grabbed this case, which I got in Japan, and I actually brought for my purse, which I put in my luggage, my little lightweight crossbody Gucci bag that I bought in Italy at the Gucci outlet years ago. So I thought this red would look cute with this. So when I was going out to the cafes and stuff yesterday and I brought my purse, I just moved that over to my purse and it worked really well. These are my AirPods. They're not the Apple AirPods. I do have those. They're not my favorite actually. And for a while I was on the hunt for, I don't know if it was Beats that did a collaboration with, I think, Kim Kardashian. And they had all of the AirPods in all the earth tones, like a really dark, like sienna and a brown and a tan and a beige. This is an Amazon version. I think they're called Tozo. I'll leave a link for these as well, but these are very budget friendly and I have loved them. This is what the buds look like. For the money that I have paid in the past for Apple, I just don't think they are worth it because I am not the best. Sometimes I lose stuff. These are easy to sync. I want to say that these are under $40 and they have all sorts of colors. These earbuds really have been great for me. I like the sound quality. I can use them when I'm editing videos on a train. I think I'm having some carpal tunnel issues with my left wrist, so I bring that with me wherever I go, but I can only tolerate it for so long and then it annoys me and I take it off. In this little pocket here, I have a Pilot Prera. I like to bring less expensive pens with me when I'm traveling and just throw them in this pocket up front. I have my traveler's journal inside with some other pens that I will show you, but I just inked up this Pilot Prera. It's just a great, reliable pen. I really love the nib, the steel nib from Pilot, and I love the little click mechanism. This is cream. They also have this Pilot Prera in like a smoky blue that is really pretty. That's in that front pocket. And then I just have a couple of lip balms. Yesterday, I bought this YSL lipstick at Bloomingdale's and I really love this color. It's what I'm wearing right now. Super creamy. I don't like lipsticks that are very dry. So what I usually do is if I have a lipstick that's on the cheaper end and it dries my lips out, then I will put Carmex or some sort of a gloss over or under just to hydrate my lips. But this YSL is really beautiful and it's pretty hydrating as well. This is N15 Rouge Per Couture lipstick. So I think it's nude 15 is the number. They have like 6 colors in the nude line. So even though it adds a lot of color, it's still really creamy and it's still somewhat neutral. Those are the type of things that I put in my front pocket here. Now let's get into the actual bag and see the good stuff that's in here. There's a lot. So I mentioned my traveler's notebook. I decided my last trip to New York City that when I travel, I'm not going to bring my morning pages with me. It kind of forces me to write in my traveler's notebooks more frequently, which I tend to struggle to do. So if I don't have my morning pages with me, then I just write all of my stuff in my traveler's notebook, and it's a true reflection of what happened during that particular trip. I also don't bring my B6 Common Planner from Sterling Ink, which is where I do like my day-to-day planning, and then at the end of the day, I'll do a 1-page reflection. Everything goes into my traveler's notebooks now when I travel. I just decided that it also cuts down on the amount of junk that I have to pack. I usually do my morning pages in a Leuchtturm A5 notebook, hardcover, and then my B6 planner has a Moterm cover on top of that. It adds a lot of bulk to my travel bag, so I decided that from now on, I'm just gonna bring my traveler's notebook with me. And I did just get that beautiful notebook cover from Louis Vuitton, the Emily notebook. I just did an unboxing in a video, and it is black. I decided to leave that at home because it's new and beautiful and quite pricey. And I just think for now, I'm not super comfortable taking it with me on trains and in subways and stuff like that. So I just left that at home. Maybe I won't baby it so much as time goes on, but my traveler's notebooks never let me down. This is just a black traveler's notebook. And then I finally got my hands on one of these pen holders from the Superior Labor. I feel like they always sell out really fast. I think I got this at Baum Kuhn. or maybe it was Yoseka, I'm not sure, but it's great. And these two pens work here. I can't put like a really thick fountain pen in here, but this Lamy Safari fits great. This one's a little tight, like I can't get the top part of it in there, but it works. And then of course my Kaweco Sport in Bordeaux, which is one of my favorites. I love this pen. And I love traveling with Kawecos. They're so easy. And this Lamy also has black ink in it, which I tend to use a lot of black ink when I travel. So that's what I have here attached to my notebook. And then inside, I think I shared this notebook in my last video. This size fits really nicely in my Louis Vuitton planner. It's a little wider than a traditional traveler's notebook. I do have my little traveler's clip, which is really helpful on the go. But I have this notebook that says NYC. I started this notebook last week when I came with my mom. I had some New York stickers that I had purchased from Everyday Explorers at the Yoseka Stationery Fest, so I was excited to use them. Actually brought them here with me. So I have more here that I'm just adding. So in my journaling here, I have the receipt from Olivia's, which is a restaurant we went to in Hoboken with my son. It was a great restaurant in like a really residential neighborhood. I have my little taxi cab. We were in Ubers and Revels all weekend. This little sticker that says Hello New York. And then I just drew a little square here because there was a picture of my mom and Anthony and I on the waterfront in Hoboken that I want to put here. And I have the Canon Ivy that prints photographs and they just stick right onto the page. I wanted to make sure that I left space for it, so I just drew it in here. This is the key to the W Hotel. This was just my room key that I stuck in here. And here, I mentioned in my last video that I want to do more with watercolors and sketching, and there was a beautiful view of the New York skyline from the hotel in Hoboken, and I started doing a sketch here that I haven't finished. These two pages start this particular trip that, you know, is just days from the last time I was in New York, and then this morning I just did more journaling from our adventures yesterday. My traveler's notebook always comes with me when I am traveling, but I can't limit myself to just the two pens. I just can't. So I ended up bringing with me this Galen leather zip pouch, which is one of my favorites because it's very low profile. It really fits in a lot of places. I bought this at Stationery Fest. What I love so much about these is that this piece comes out and you can hold 4 pretty large pens. I mean, my Benu Euphoria and this Mayora, these are both very large pens. So that is why I did not attach them to the outside of my notebook. And also, these are more expensive pens, and I don't love putting expensive pens just out in the open and tossed around in my bag. So that's why I try to keep my more affordable pens on my traveler's notebook. I brought my Aurora 88 Volterra, which I just love this pen so much, but it is pricey. I can't have that banging around in my bag. But I also brought my TWSBI Mini in white with rose gold. This is an affordable pen that is a great performer. It's a workhorse. I do like to travel with my Mini as well. I inked up my Bourbon Benu Euphoria with J. Urban Shogun, which is a black ink. Well, it's almost like a brown black, and it has a very, very subtle like bronze shimmer in it. So you can kind of get away with writing as if you're just writing with black ink, but it has that little flare. And I thought it looked so great for Halloween in here. I typically put an amber or an orange ink in these pens, in this particular pen for the holidays, but that Shogun is really working out so nicely. And this is the pen that I bought this ink for. So this has like an olive green color, it has brown and cream, but then there are these little flecks of almost like Statue of Liberty green that you see, and this ink I think is going to be great in here. So this is the ink that's in this pen right now, but we're going to switch that up. Okay, I am easily distracted. Back to what's in my bag. I haven't talked too much about this little commonplace notebook, but it's a notebook that I started just recently, and every time I get a tidbit of information that I don't want to forget, I will write it in here. I have some information in here on pens, pen stops that I want to go to in Italy when we travel next year. Oh, I talked about mid-tier bags on my radar. We went to the Polane store I'm looking at a particular bag there, but they were out of stock in New York City, so I might have to order it. A book list of books that I want to read. I will put quotes in here. This is basically information that I don't want to forget, but it's not a journal per se. I'm not writing my feelings in here. I'm writing information that I don't want to forget in here. This is my Commonplace notebook. It's tiny. It's very portable. Commonplace notebook number 1, 1024. This is just a label that comes with these little hardback Lloyd-Trim notebooks, which you guys know I love that brand. The last time I was here with my mom, I didn't have any double-sided sticky tape, so we went to the paper source at Grand Central Station and I bought these little Zots, these little clear adhesive dots, so that I could add things like the Olivia's receipt from our trip to Hoboken last week. So I kept these with me in case I had anything like ticket stubs or receipts or anything like that from this trip that I could put right into my traveler's notebook. I wouldn't have to wait until I got home. When I'm traveling, sometimes I have more time. Today, for instance, I'm in the hotel room. I'm getting caught up on work. My husband has a very long day. He's got to go out to dinner with colleagues after work. So today was a day that I knew that I could get caught up on some journaling. So that's why it's nice to have that stuff with me. I'm more likely to do it on vacation than I am when I get back home to all of the, life things that need to get done when you're home. So that's why I brought that with me. You can also fit a bottle of water in here. Also, I have an apple in here. We live right next door to an apple orchard, so I got my Honeycrisp apples and I throw them in my bag whenever I go anywhere. Oh, this is a little pouch that is from my backpack. So you can see the material of the other backpack. This is the neoprene in the Dune. And in here, I just carry some travel essentials that I like. More lip gloss, some Advil, some little toothpicks. I like to travel with these emergency immune packs. Sometimes when I travel, I feel like I'm getting run down. And there's usually somewhere where you can get hot water. So I'll just do one of these little immune boosters and it will pump up my vitamin C in my system and keep me strong while I'm traveling. I also will put tea in. Sometimes I'll just take tea from the room that they leave out. And then again, if I'm somewhere and I just have access to hot water, I can have a nice little drink. Those are more like little personal items. Usually I have hand sanitizer in here, but I don't today. Maybe I took it out of my bag and didn't put it in. And I like to put it in a Ziploc bag and then put it in here just in case anything explodes. It doesn't make a mess. So I actually took this out of my other bag, but all of these backpacks come with this included and a little clip so I can show you in this bag. Where is it? Here is the same size pouch in the mesh. It's also on this elastic that you can detach. These bags are just so well thought out. So you can put keys here if you don't want to lose your keys. I'm not traveling with my keys this week because my husband has his keys. Last week I was traveling with my keys because I drove my mom. I clipped my keys in here because you don't want to lose your keys when you're traveling because I'm not using them all week, but I need them when I get back to the train station. So in here I have a protein bar, pure protein, or I also like to eat Quest bars. On the go, if I get hungry, they're just always here. I usually just have them in here. Also, I have my wallet. I mentioned that I usually don't carry a purse and my backpack, so I'll take my wallet with my ID, my credit card, my cash, anything I need for identification, I will put in my backpack so I have it, and then I pack my purse in my luggage so I can carry it separately. I try not to carry a large purse when I'm traveling because usually I'm in cities and I like to be hands-free, so a nice crossbody will do, or a belt bag is good. My wallet goes in my backpack. This is the Mulberry wallet that I got when I was in London. I really like this because for many, many, many years I had full-size wallets and they worked for me, but I've just been traveling a little lighter as far as the wallet goes and a little heavier as far as journals and notebooks and pens go. The space had to come from someplace, so I ended up getting a smaller wallet, and this has been really working out nicely. This is the Post Lock wallet. It's really good, although I'm worried that this is going to get scratched up because it bumps out. As much as I love this, I kind of wish that this folded flat once you turned it. I also have the notebook covers with this Postman lock as well. It's really classy. It's a signature design from Mulberry and I really love it. This is in the oak Also, this is another thing that I typically keep in my purse, and I did put this in my Gucci bag when we went to some cafes yesterday. This is also from Mulberry in oak, but it's a little bit of a different texture. I got this on that same trip. This was deeply discounted, but I just have a Hobonichi notebook in here because I literally get anxious if I don't have doodle paper around me at all times. This is me taking notes on using fountain pens, and I wrote down all the characters in Jane Eyre, just using different pens. So it's important for me to always have a notebook when I'm traveling. So right now this is in my backpack, even though I have my traveler's notebook, but that I usually reserve for, you know, artwork or actual journaling. This is just straight up doodling and using my fountain pens mindlessly, but I always have to have scrap paper with me at all times. So that comes with me. And then the last two things that are in here, I will go over and then I'll show you what the bag looks like empty. But these are two little watercolor kits that I packed. In my last video, I shared with you my thoughts on trying to be more creative. I bought a travel watercolor palette, and then since that video, I did order a small watercolor sketchbook. So I packed those in here. This is another pouch from Dagne Dover. This is actually sold separately. I don't think this came with any bag, but it does have some sort of attachment. But I love all these little neoprene bags. These are also on sale in the air mesh style. So if you want to buy the backpack and you're not yet at the $100 to get the $20 off, you can order one of these pouches and then you'll get the $20 off. You'll essentially get this for free, I think. Please let me know if my coupon works because it's been a while since I've done a video on Dagne Dover. I'm still getting affiliate credit from it, so I think it's still working. I just am not sure if it works with the 60% off, but I know that last year it did work, so that's exciting. Here is the notebook that I put in here. This is a small watercolor notebook. I watch so many videos where people use like these really miniature notebooks. They're like half the size. I bought a square notebook, but I really liked this a lot. It looks like maybe 3 inches by 5 inches, and it has the cotton paper that is meant for watercolors. So after I film this video, I'm going to take this with me to a cafe. These were all purchased on Amazon. I think this was like $7 or $8. Also, here is my little kit by Winsor & Newton. Here's my little palette that I got last week that I shared with you in a video. Also in here is a water brush. I ended up getting a water brush. The one that came with this was really tiny and it didn't hold a lot of water. So when you're on the go, you need water. So I am going to use this when I'm out today. Also in here, I like to do Zentangle drawings, and I have these little artist tiles. Some are in white, some are in black, and I brought these with me in case I wanted to do a Zentangle. And here is just a mechanical pencil that I have in here for some sketching. So all those things fit in this little pouch. So right now I have those supplies in here, and it did zip earlier. It's a little tight now, but this is also pretty stretchy. So this has those items. And then I bought this at Stationery Fest, and I've been using this an awful lot. This is a pencil case from Galen Leathers. I want to say this was $18 or $19. And I put in here some sketch pencils, some paint brushes, my Micron pens. What else is in here? This is a gold gel pen that I use when I do Zentangles on my black paper, or I'll use a white gel pen. These are my 2 Microns. One is black, one is sepia. This is just a Sarasa pen. And then some pencils, another mechanical pencil. I think I got this at Boston General Store. I really like this one. Ohto, O-H-T-O sharp pencil from Japan. And it's really nice. I really like it because it feels like a real pencil, but it's actually a mechanical pencil. I don't like having to sharpen my pencils, so I really favor mechanical pencils. This is a Royal Graphite pencil, and the tip is already dull, and I don't have a pencil sharpener with me, so I won't be able to use that. And these were just some paintbrushes that I had at my house. I did buy some new paintbrushes for my watercolors that I shared in my last video, but they were much longer. So these fit in the travel case and the other ones did not. So this is what I ended up bringing. So I'm gonna bring these separately. It would be really nice if I got something where I could put all of my supplies for watercoloring and sketching in one container, but this isn't bad. I can bring this in my backpack. Probably when I go to the cafe, I'm gonna clear out some of these items that I don't need, but I will bring these items. I'll bring my wallet, I'll bring my AirPods, my traveler's notebook, and my pens, and throw them in the backpack, and off I will go. Here is the bag empty. Well, except for these items. Oh, I have some Q-tips in here too. I like to carry Q-tips with me because I blend my watercolors sometimes with Q-tips. So that must have somehow come out of here. So let's put everything back in the bag so you can see how packed it is. But that is it. That is the walkthrough on what's in my Dagne Dover Dakota medium-sized black air mesh backpack. A+, I love this bag. They do have side pockets here. What do I have here? Oh, more lipstick. I have a thing for lip balm. So there's always lipstick, lip gloss, lip liner in all sorts of compartments. So these little side pockets are really great for water bottles. They're smaller on this size. I remember when I got the large Dakota, I was able to fit like a Yeti style, like girthier water bottle on the side. In fact, we gave this to my brother-in-law in the large version for his birthday, his 50th birthday, and we put 2 bottles of wine, one on each side, 2 bottles of red wine in the larger one. So it was really a cool gift to give that way, and because of the sale, we were able to get it for such a good price, the larger size in the black air mesh. So these are great, they're unisex, guys and girls can use them. There's also this little zip right here, which I always love to mention because I can only fit my hand into about here. But say I didn't want to bring my wallet with me, I could put my essentials here. I could put my phone in here, which I'm filming on, so you can't see where that would go in the bag. But your phone can fit in here, credit cards can fit in here, and then it's zipped, and you don't have to worry about anybody accessing your bag this way. If you're wearing it on your back, it's up against your body, and that part is extra protected. So I love that they add that there for you as well. The straps are adjustable. There's padding back here. I will say that the padding feels a little bit thicker on the larger one, but it also adds a little bulk to it. So this is very streamlined. I'm really enjoying the size of this, and so many things fit inside. So let's fill this bag back up. It's not gonna be very neat, but you would just see how much fits in there. So I got my wallet, my art supplies, my commonplace notebook, my little adhesive dots, this with all of my my teas and essentials, my traveler's notebook with the 2 pens from Lamy and Kaweco. They're going in here. Got to do a little jigsaw Jenga. It can be a little bit like a Tetris game when you're loading things in. Have my apple, my Galen leather pen holder. This was also in here. So I fit so much. That's all the goodies in there. And then in my front pockets right here, I have my lip balms, my ace bandage, my little wrist wrap, my pen case with my Pilot Custom 823, my Pilot Prayer, and my earbuds. I want to call them AirPods, but that's the Apple, so they're actually just called earbuds, right? Those all fit in this front pocket here. It's a little bit tighter fitting these in here after I load the bag up. It was easier taking them out in the beginning, but they still all fit. Okay, and there you have it, complete. This is a great travel bag for my stationery, journaling, fountain pens, notebooks, reading on the go, my Kindle, my laptop. It all fits in here. I don't have a scale, otherwise I would weigh it for you. The air mesh is as light as can be, so it really is going to come down to what you decide to put in your bag. It's really comfortable. The straps are adjustable. And I have to say, for on the go, I think I'm enjoying the medium size even more than the large size, which I also love. Let me know if you have a Dagne Dover backpack, if you like it, for your travel and journal supplies. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you want to catch more videos from me in the future. I will leave a link to Dagne Dover. Enjoy the 60% off sale. They advertise it as a summer sale. It's still going on. I'm filming this video on October 15th, 2024. So hopefully you can take advantage of the sale, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'll see you soon in the next video. Bye.